Hello everyone, welcome back to the past. Well, it's time to fix the window and go retrieve our sword from a dead bird, I think. I don't know. You're almost done patching up the hole in your window with the gaffer tape. But it's sort of hard to get any work done when people keep pestering you all day. You better get that. You better get that. Alright, well, just jump right back into it. Let's see. I'm sure we've already seen this before. Oh no, it's with the other one.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, sup?
Not much sup with you, bro.
Good one. It's alright being chill, I guess. You know how it goes.
Great. Feeling cool today, Mr. Cool Guy?
Oh man, you know it.
So cool.
You know, it's too early in the video, man. Please. You know, it's ice cold up here. It's wicked bananas, I'm telling you.
So, have you talked to John today?
Yeah, we were just talking a while ago how he sucks at the Silodex. Can you believe he uses a stack? That kid is ridiculous.
Well, that doesn't sound like much fun.
What was it you use again? Wait, never mind. I forgot whenever we talk about your goofy moduses, I get a migraine. What do you want with John?
Smile. I want to tell him happy birthday and ask him about his birthday package.
Oh yeah, I was being sort of cagey and told him to check the mail because I was wondering if mine came in yet.
I think it did.
Yeah?
And I think mine came too.
So, I guess you want to know if he likes it or something?
No, he will not open it. He will lose it.
Okay. Wow, sorry to hear that, I guess.
No, it's good actually, because he will find it again later when he really needs it, which is, of course, why I sent it in the first place.
See, like, I never get how you know these things.
I don't know, I just know that I know.
Alright.
Anyway, I have to go. I have to feed Beck, which is always a bit of an undertaking.
Man, if I were you, I would just take that devil beast out behind the woodshed and blow its head off. What?
I don't think I could if I tried.
Yeah, say hi to your granddad for me too, okay?
Yes, I guess an encounter with him is almost certain. It is, usually. Intense!
Well, yeah, isn't it always with family? But he sounds like a total badass.
Yeah, he totally is. Anyway, gotta go.
See ya.
Heart,
okay. Get the phone, alright. It'll be handy to have your phone on standby, so you won't always have to go back to your computer whenever someone pesters you. This way you can text message people no matter where you are or what outrageously cool thing you're up to. Alright. So, cool. John, pursue adversary into that room! Just dump the wet towel on himself. Well.
it's me again.
And in the meanwhile, in the present, sort of, once again, the slippery antagonist eludes you. You find only more of the unpleasant, oily smears. Someone is pestering you. Both your PDA and computer register the message. This chum will know what to do. Alright, I'm in my room now looking for my bro's game.
Oh, good. Yeah, there's no sign of Rose yet. I hope she's okay.
Well, if she comes back, I'll be ready. You better know what you're talking about, because this could get ugly. Brought my phone, and I also took my awesome katana with me in case things get too hot to handle. And they always do.
You mean that cheap piece of garbage you have on your wall?
F you. It's sharp and it's awesome and it's a sword. End of story.
Okay, I don't really care. I'm in my room again. I think there's someone else in this house, like monsters or something.
Howie?
I wish.
Dude, monsters aren't real. That's stupid kid stuff for stupid babies.
Maybe. Yeah, you're right.
What are you, an idiot? Of course there are monsters in your house. You're in some weird evil monster dimension. Come on. Skepticism is the crutch of the cinematic troglodytes. Like, hey mom, dad, there's a dinosaur or a ghost or whatever in my room.
Yeah, right, Junior. Go back to bed.
Fuck you, mom and dad. How many times are we gonna watch this trope unfold? It wasn't goddamn funny the first time I saw it. Just once I'd like to see dad crap his pants when a kid says there's a vampire in his closet. Ah, everyone to the minivan! The dad of the year right there. There's so much. I was like, I can probably sneak one in without YouTube realizing there's so much.
Okay, stop. What do I do?
What do you have, a hammer? Man, so lame. Okay, whatever. You should look into weaponizing your Silodex. My bro's always getting on my case about it, but man, it's not as easy as it sounds. But if you're fighting monsters left and right, you don't have much choice.
Okay, I guess I can read up on data structures some more. How's it going there?
I'm out in the living room. He's usually here, but I don't see him. Might be playing his mind games. He's always pulling this ninja stuff. I see his little cowl over there, so I guess he can't be far. Okay.
Oh god, so lame.
What?
See? I just don't know how you think it's cool, his ventriloquist rapping thing.
Oh, Little Cal? No, man, Little Cal's the best.
That's fine, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm just saying that being a white guy who is a rapper with a ventriloquist doll is not cool by any stretch of the imagination, or by any definition of the word cool, ironic or otherwise. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, right. Cal's dope. Puppets are awesome. John Egbert blows. The end.
Yeah, more like the opposite of all those things is the thing that is true. I'm going to read. Good luck with your bro.
Read your book. Stay wary of these foes.
Oh my god. It's a little jester guy. They're back for revenge. Monsters. Oh, come on, man. Right in the main text. Only babies who poop their diapers believe in that stuff. Oh, it's Rose time. Youth roll right out the front door. I've got this. It's a grieve. Oh no, here we are again. Hold on. The little somersault. A grieve. Hiya! Whoa, that was quite the combo. Blotto parry, okay. Aggress. Passive? Alright, we're gonna use our passive, I guess. Empty suicide threat. Oh no. Okay. Abjure. Ironic indulgence. No! A beautiful pony. Abstain. Ah! Okay, I didn't see what that was. I want to see it. Hold on. Auto Perrier. Awesome. Well, now there's a pony here. Looks like Mom is satisfied with her strife quota for the day. She simply returns to her housework. No point in going out the front door anymore. Might as well head out the back like you'd originally planned. First, be the pony. Second, trample Mom. How does that work? You can't be this stupid pony, and frankly, you can't imagine why anyone would want to. But you give the pony a begrudging pat on the snout anyway. Her name is MAPLEHOOF.
John, turn around!
What is happening? Data structures for assholes. God damn it, why do I even bother? The good news is, finally your revolting incompetence can be put to use. Instead of accidentally firing a Silodex full of steak knives into a priceless oil painting, or your beloved great aunt, you can turn that fumbling fury toward one of your foes, such as the ability to grasp painfully simple concepts. The bad news, I'm tired of explaining myself hoarse to you gibbering wads. In this chapter I'll be phoning it in with liberal use of diagrams and clip art. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to wriggle in your own viscous secretions like the worms you are? That's what. Here, learn something for a change. Asshole notes. Purse your lips together to form a stiff pucker and apply them to my rear end. I now pronounce you man and wife. Now get in the kitchen and make my ass some dinner. Okay, well. Truly asshole notes, you know? You're trying to read, okay? This book is already unpleasant enough as it is without weird voices in your head nagging you to do things. Besides, I thought we already agreed there's no such thing as monsters. 3 exclamation points. Fine, you'll interrupt your reading and turn around, but you don't see what could possibly... Oh my god, he's a monster. Imp Strife mix. Don't move or the bunny gets it. No, he's already oily. No. Aggrieve. Put the bunny back in the box. Oh god, no, John. He's dead. Oh god. Oh. Well. Roll the credits, I guess. You leave through the back door. Nearby is the transformer, which distributes electricity from the underground generator powered by the river flowing beneath your house. Truly a just insane house. The transformer was struck by lightning, though, and no longer works. Oh, I thought that was like plants, but no, that's a giant hole. I understand. You wonder if your mother has any plans to have it fixed. You guess she'd rather just play her mind games in a dark house like a weirdo. You can see the mausoleum and the portable generator across your backyard. You're almost there. Use umbrella. Yep, who could have seen that coming? Oh, the W stuck to the transformer. That's funny. You regather your items and begin the soggy trek mausoleum word.
Get up, John. This is no time for slumber.
Okay, we're back. Well, he's actually got health. Arrow keys, spacebar to attack. Okay. Ah! They can't get up. Ah! Alright, well, I tried. Forget the W and make haste to the mausoleum. Retrieving the W never even crossed your mind. It's just a stupid magnet.
John, salvage your weapon and fight on!
Strike. What? Why did that? Okay, this isn't... I'm not controlling it anymore. Pick up. Pick up. Throw things. That's a towel. Ah. No, the PDA. Catch it. Whoa, sweet catch. Oh, he died. We get all the gushers. Hell yeah, give me those gushers. I'll take all of them. And then give me the rabbit and the Solidex card next time.
You said, put the bunny back in the box!
Okay. Now why couldn't he put the bunny back in the box?
Now exult! Victory! Spoils are yours!
What? Eshalader? Okay, I understand. Climb to rung Juvisquirt. Got gel viscosity plus 10. Cash limit plus 20. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah! Go, get him! Yeah! This amazing victory allows you to scale the first 2 achievement rungs on your Esha ladder. You are now a plucky tot with a new feather in your cap to show for it. Oh, I didn't even see that we got the plucky tot. The Esha ladder rewards your bold ascent with 125 boon dollars. You waste little time in storing them in your ceramic pork hollow. Oh my god. Additionally, climbing the rungs has boosted your gel viscosity and cash limit. Okay. By expanding your cash limit, you've made room for all that nice grist you just collected. You now have 32 fragments of build grist and 10 fragments of shale. Okay.
What about that card?
It seems the shale imp had allocated the bunny to its strife specibus. Sort of a stupid thing to use for a weapon, but you might as well grab it and stick the bunny in your strife deck while you're at it. It will at least be safer there.
Okay.
Well, now we can use... Oh, our thing got ripped. We have handle kind and bunny kind. No, we're no longer hammer kind. Strife portfolio. Hey, nice. You group the 2 specified in your strife portfolio. No self-respecting strifer would be caught dead without one.
Gather the scattered bits of your large hammer.
Oddly enough, it seems breaking the sledgehammer altered the abstratus from hammer kind to handle kind, even going so far as expelling the head of your smaller hammer from your deck to force compliance. You didn't even notice it in the heat of battle. No, I thought that was a jester. You grab the sledgehammer handle, expelling the useless Harlequin figurine.
Now repair the hammer!
You merge the sledgehammer head with its handle and return it to your strife deck, repairing the hammer kind abstratus in the process. The smaller hammer handle is ejected from the deck, since it of course handles any sort no longer be... What? Since of course handles of any sort no longer belong in there. Okay, obviously.
Fine, now what?
Oh, it's Dave. Dave is pestering you, but you don't have the time to deal with his nonsense right now. Something's amiss in your room. You can't quite put your finger on it. Hurry and activate the generator. Let's go. I don't think it should be out in the rain, but okay. You fire up the generator and drag a cord into the mausoleum. It of course would be foolish to run the generator inside a confined space. Generator safety is everyone's business. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying like put it, like be in there, but I guess, I don't know. Defiled tomb? Sorry, Jaspers. Have to make space for the laptop. Oh, he has like a little suit and everything. Besides, your final resting place is already a mockery. You should have decomposed years ago under a bed of petunias like a normal cat, not given to a taxidermist and fitted with a tiny custom-tailored suit and then stuffed in a coffin built for infants. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Plug in your laptop. Hey, we're alive. You plug in your laptop and connect to the internet signal again. Everything predictably falls out of your Silodex, but you're not about to get bent out of shape about it. You have bigger fish to fry. Looks like Dave noticed you're back online. He pesters you like clockwork. And there's John. What on earth is he up to now?
The door, John! Look at the door!
You're right. Didn't Rose yank the door off its hinges and prop it up on your bed? Someone or something has put it back and left it slightly ajar. Well, that's not good.
Incredibly alarming. Investigate.
Hoo 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 hoo. Oh no, no, it's the grandma prankster jester ghost.
What? This is so outrageous.
Okay. Well, this is happening. Oh, there you are. John said your house something was burning down. Are you on fire yet or what? God damn it. Oh, there you are. John said your house is burning down. Are you on fire yet or what? No. For now I have retired to the safety of a smaller building which is much closer to the forest fire threatening my residence.
Oh, well, that's a relief. John told me to get the game to help you out of there, so I'm working on that now.
Working on it?
Yeah, my bro's copy, long story. Hey, don't tell John about this, but I think he might have been right about the puppets. They're sort of starting to freak me out a little.
You're referring to your brother's collection.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it's cool and all. The semi-ironic puppet thing or whatever. Or semi-ironic. Man, I don't even know. I'm just starting to think some of this is going a little far and it's kind of fucked up.
I've seen his websites. I like them.
Yeah, well, you would. Oh, man, I wish little Cal wouldn't look at me like that with those dead eyes. Jesus. Sometimes I dream that he's real and he's talking to me. And I wake up in a cold sweat and basically flip the fuck out.
Interesting.
Oh, God, what did I have to tell you about my dream? You're going to have a field day with that.
I'm currently scrawling notes furiously into one of my many psychoanalysis journals I maintain for you. Published papers forthcoming. Because, you know, it's not like either of us have anything better to do at the moment than evaluate each other's radically debilitating pathologies.
Yeah, I'm getting moving. Oh, hey, have you heard from John? He's not answering me.
He won't answer me either, but I'm watching him. I suspect he's preoccupied with the fact that he just had a bucket of water dumped on his head by a ghost of his dead grandmother, which also happens to be dressed like a clown.
Alright, I'm out later. Interrogate this mad woman.
Alright.
Nana? Yes, dear? Wow, you scared the living daylights out of me. Well, I guess it was a really great prank. Good one, Nana. Anyway, are you really my dead man, Nana?
Of course, John. I've come back to help you on your journey through the medium and beyond. I'm delighted to see what a fine young man you've turned out to be, just like your father. That's Jestry and Nana E, right? Sure.
Okay, I guess I'll take your word for it. I don't remember you at all. My dad said I was really young when you died. Hey, speaking of which, do you know where he is? I looked everywhere for him.
What is the medium? Another medium? Oh, it's just underlined. I don't think I can actually go to it. Oh my god! Oh no. Your father was kidnapped!
Oh no!
When you crossed over to the medium, he was apprehended by the very forces of darkness which your presence here has awakened.
What? Okay, so what is the medium you're talking about?
It is where we are now, a realm that is a ring of pure void dividing light and darkness. It turns in the thick of the incipisphere, a place untouched by the flow of time in your universe.
You mean because we're inside a computer, or in the game software or something?
A computer? What is that, dear? Some newfangled contraption? Like the horseless Autobox car?
Well, it's like this machine that,
Of course I know what a computer is, John. I was just pulling your leg.
Oh, okay.
No, John, you are not inside a computer or software or anything like that. Try not to be so linear, dear. The software that brought you here was merely a mechanism that served as a gateway. Its routines, in a way, serve to invoke this realm's instance, yet it stands independently of any physical machine, and somewhat paradoxically, always has.
I'm not quite sure I get it, but alright. So what do I actually need to be doing here?
I think it would be best if we started this with the big picture.
Go on.
Oh. Like the whole backstory. Here we go. Above the medium, beyond the seven gates, residing at the core of the incipisphere, is a place known as Skya. I'm assuming that's how that's pronounced. Legend holds that Skya exists in a dormant crucible of unlimited creative potential. What does this mean, you ask? I'm afraid my lips are sealed about that, dear. But needless to say, where a realm of such profound importance is concerned,
Forces of light will forever be charged with its defense, while forces of darkness will just as persistently covet its destruction.
I've seen this image before. Of like a cloudy sky. That's what I saw it as anyway. That's why I'm assuming it's Skya, but it could be anything, I guess. Oh, same thing, but no music this time.
And as it happens, at the center of this realm, whose fate is in question, these very forces duel on a stage stuck in eternal stalemate. Yes, they have dueled in this manner forever. That is until you showed up.
That's very funny. It's just two kings on a chessboard.
Me?
Me?
Yes, you, John. Before your mishap with my ashes, you may recall the sprite's previous incarnation, which resulted from Colonel's hatching. You see, this hatching occurs automatically in response to your arrival. The result is a pair of kernels, one dark, one light, each carrying the information they were prototyped with before the hatch. One goes down to a kingdom entrenched in darkness, the other to a kingdom basking in light. Each comes to rest in an orb atop a spire, of which there are 3 others in kind. The 4 spires are situated above a throne, and these 2 thrones preside over the 2 respective sovereign powers.
So now it's a real chess game.
And once the kernels are situated, that is when the game is afoot. The true war begins. Light versus dark, good versus evil. This is a war where that the forces of light are always destined to lose without exception.
Well, that's, not good.
A quest of futility, then.
Wow, really? Then what's the point?
That remains for you to find out, dear. For you see, the journey you are about to take is the ultimate riddle.
Whoa.
For now, your objective is to proceed towards Skya and pass through the first gate situated directly above your house. Not even terribly far. The gates will become progressively more difficult to reach, so you had better be prepared to sharpen your adventuring skills.
How am I supposed to get up there?
You build!
Like Fortnite.
You don't know what that is.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I think I get it now. So I guess the battle against good and evil is sort of irrelevant. Well, I don't know. It all sounds kind of weird. But in any case, we can build the house to get to these gates, and then I can save my dad.
Yes, John.
And then after that, we solve the ultimate riddle thing and save the Earth from destruction.
Oh no, I'm afraid not. Your planet is done for, dear. There's nothing you can do about that.
Ow.
That purpose is much more important than saving that silly old planet, though.
And that is?
Yes, I will have to agree with the flow tag about that.
Oh, she left ectoplasm on our favorite poster.
John, you're such a good boy. I know you will succeed.
Thanks, Nana.
You're a good boy, and good boys deserve treats.
Hooray!
I'm going to go bake you some cookies.
Oh.
The hag mentioned cookies. Pursue her.
Betty Crocker. Oh, god damn it, that's just what you need. More baked goods.
John, you do not get to say no to cookies. I demand you go get them.
You totally abjure the hell out of that idea. You're so busy abjuring, you don't even notice Rose has been trying to pest you this whole time. Hit John in the head with a box to get his attention. You give John a swift drubbing in the noggin, but he is undeterred. This is some fit he's throwing. It's a good face. Perhaps you will take this spare moment to contemplate the Nana Sprite's strange tale. It may also behoove you to record your thoughts on these developments in your GameFAQs walkthrough journal. It can be hard finding time to update it. In fact, you're not even sure where you found the time to write what's already there. Yeah, crazy. Oh, is that so, Jaspers? And just who do you think you're looking at with that smug grin? The last thing you need is sass from a dead cat. It's pretty much all his fault you're in this mess in the first place, so he can just button up. How could...
John, cookies now!
You refuse outright.
This impudence is insufferable. Go get the cookies!
Well, when you put it so politely, how could John decline?
John, you are stupid.
You really need to work on your manners.
Stupid, stupid, dumb!
That's not a command, it's nothing. It's stupid. You're stupid.
For the last time, I command you to get the cookies, boy.
It's just not going to happen, buddy. Years in the future. But really, not enough to write home about. An agitated finger slips mid-keystroke. No, he turned off the caps lock key by accident. This is going to be another... Oh, it did already open in a new tab. I didn't even see it. Okay, this is another... Paralogue. Beans. Mustard. Human etiquette. Oh, human etiquette. That might be good to have. You unlocked Homestuck Volume 1? Oh, that's cool. Long and short. In the medium, too. I may have been a bit hasty in advising you not to bother with the prototyping process. If you spared any detail, it was only to optimize your chances of survival. And if you find yourself begrudging the absence of certain instructions, which, if followed, would have resulted in your demise, then I guess that makes two of us. Otherwise, you're welcome. But the fact appears to be that prototyping the kernel sprite before making your getaway may offer the only opportunity to exercise control over your new environment, a place known as the medium. Also, if prototyped with one or two, sufficiently, albeit loosely, humanoid and or sentient elements, living or otherwise, it offers the chance to have all of this explained to you by an apparitional guide through whatever sort of cryptic, sketchy doublespeak your choice of prototyping elements engenders. In lieu of this, you may be forced to settle for my clear, thorough explanations and assiduous dissection of raw data. Again, don't mention it. If you made it to the medium with an unmolested vanilla sprite, okay. Well, I've already covered the bad news about this missed opportunity, and so I will go into this further soon, though to what extent is bad news, I'm not sure. I know only the result of my co-player's current configuration, wherein the sprite was prototyped once before the departure and once after, which brings us to the good news, which is that you can still prototype after your departure, and salvage this massively rewarding experience of haggling with an exposition-slinging phantom guide, so long as you avoid prototyping with terribly inert items, such as a brass door knocker and your father's pornography collection. Actually, that might be interesting. If you're struck by the spirit of such experimentation, please don't hesitate to contact me about it. I mean, there's at least some human aspect in there, right? So, like, it could still talk to you? Anyway. So yes, you can enhance your sprite in this way, but doing so after your departure will no longer induce this effect on the medium I alluded to. That can only be accomplished with one or more pre-departure prototypings. In fact, we can extrapolate there are only so many ways to prototype a sprite. Tiers of prototyping in relation to departure. Both before, once after, both after, only one, either before or after, and none. Those occurring before will affect the medium through the kernel's hatching process, and your guide, i.e. the sprite. Those occurring after will only affect the sprite. The effects this process has on the medium, or more globally, the insinosphere, are still vague to me. I have to do with flavoring the forces you will struggle against, or they have to do, and generally, all forces at odds with each other in this realm. It has given me some insight into the nature of the game, which again I derive through extrapolation. Okay, I just had a terrible, terrible feeling that I wasn't recording voice audio, but I am. Okay, we're good. How long have we been recording? This is a good time for me to check. 28 minutes, so after we do this, I might be ending. We'll see. Where was I? We appear to be engaging an instance of a dimension with a highly flexible set parameter, and a series of objectives surrounding an equally flexible mythological framework. The framework seems to begin as a sort of blank template, and evolves with the player's actions, and likely further evolves with the action of more host-client connections, and thus more prototyped kernels. I regret to say I can't be more specific than that without loosely extrapolating further. There are plenty of questions that have occurred to me, however. Questions concerning the kernel sprite, which I've raised implicitly already, such as what is the effect of an unprototyped kernel on the medium, or a doubly prototyped kernel for that matter. And even more salient are questions about the dimension itself. Do all players worldwide make it to this dimension if they successfully complete the departure, or is a unique blank instance of the dimension created for each new player? I have no evidence, but instinct tells me it is closer to the latter situation. There is no indication of any other players present in this realm. Alterations in the realm seem singularly centered on the actions of my co-player and myself. If I had to stake anything on it, I would guess every separate client-server pair activates its own fresh copy of the insinosphere, or a unique session, if you will. Yeah. But the quantity of players is a further complication, which invites more questions. It seems the game was designed to suit two players most naturally, the server and the client, but through a mishap my co-player and I have slipped out of the obvious tandem arrangement, and the only logical course of action is to continue playing, is to string a daisy chain of server-client connections together until presumably the chain is complete. Theoretically, we could complete this chain with only one other player, functioning as the server to my client and the client to my current co-player's server, assuming he can recover it. The strange thing, though, in our instance of this dimension, there are 4 receptacles for dividing kernels, not 3. Does this mean we are destined to have a 4-player chain? How could the game know such a thing? Perhaps it does, and if this proves to be the case, I trust it will be sufficiently numbed to the realization I can consider nothing about this game surprising at this point, and in fact, from the first few moments of play, it managed to deviate so far from my expectations that I completely forgot my original purpose with it was. I had the chance to test some information I obtained on good authority during the prototyping phases, but it completely slipped my mind. Instead, the game's catacombs securing the dark twisting past and necromancy were blundered into rather on accident. But perhaps you don't need to know any of this. Rethink organization. Lead may be waist deep in logarithmic sludge. Trim down, blah. Blah. She's not finished with this yet. Jeez, cut her some slack. Maybe you could go bug someone else for a while, or at the very least, someone else.
So Rose bought this game to do necromancy, and necromanced John's grandma as a jester.
Also, notably, Rose is now sitting with the dead cat, and Dave has the dead bird. So are we going to have more necromancy? Months in the past, but not many. Whoa. Okay. A Rose flashback. This is kind of weird.
Hi, happy birthday, Rose.
Hello, and thanks.
Did you get John's present yet?
I just opened it at this very moment. What a stunning coincidence you would ask about it now. I am stunned.
Yeah, I know. What will you make with it?
Oh, gave her the purple thread. Nice. And who said it was something from which something else could be made?
Well, John did tell me what it was, duh.
I suppose I'll take a stab at learning the craft. It's the least I can do in response to the subtle dig concealed in his gesture. He often tells me I need a new hobby when I make perfectly reasonable analytical remarks.
Oh, but Rose, I don't think he meant anything like that by it. You see, not everybody always means the opposite of what they say, the way you and Dave always do.
Maybe. His birthday's in a few months, isn't it?
Yep. I finally finished working on a present for him. I've been working on it for years.
Years? It's so hard to tell when you're joking, or if you're even capable of it.
I just mailed it too, so it is sure to get you there on time. Mail takes a while to get anywhere from here.
I'll probably craft something with strong sentimental value. That should burn him.
I don't think you really mean that.
I guess not. So, shall I expect a green package dropped to my house via airmail from whatever screwball cranny of the globe you're tucked into?
No. Sorry, but you're sort of hard to shop for. Besides, I have something for you today that I think you'll like better than that thing in a box.
Oh?
It's a tip.
This is already intriguing enough to compensate for the grave scarcity of lavish gifts parachuting from the sky. Please go on.
Did you have a pet a long time ago that died?
Yes.
Okay, well, did you feel about your cat? Did you love him a lot?
How did you feel? Okay, well, I didn't mention it was a cat, or that it was a male. Let's pretend I'm surprised that you're embarrassed and move on. To answer your question, I would describe my feelings toward the animal as lukewarm.
Okay. That's fine. It really doesn't matter what I think, just... What if someone told you could play a game that would bring him back to life?
If someone told me that, I would regard the mark with a great deal of skepticism. If that someone was you, on the other hand, then I would have to ask preemptively, is that someone you?
Yes, that someone is me. I just thought you might find it interesting.
So, what is this game?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying is all. I think you'll hear about it later, and then maybe you can talk to John and Dave about it. They are way more into that stuff than I am.
I'll see what the word on the street is about it, in due time. For now, I'd like to probably order a copy of Knitting for Assholes. It would be a shame if I ran late with John's present. Dave, get the katana. Kakana. Capsulate your katana. Why am I struggling to say that so much? And prepare to venture out of the apartment to retrieve your bro's copy of the game. But first, maybe, just maybe, retrieve the dead bird. So is Green Girl, is she like the one who made the game, maybe? Raising an eyebrow? Because she seems to know a lot about it. And about the events that are happening in it. She's like, oh, don't worry, the present will come in handy later. How do you know that? Oh, you know. Well. Dude, that bird is long gone. Probably won't last long in this heat anyway. It's just gonna melt. You don't know what was up with this sick heat. The sun threatens to set, but won't step off. It's staring you down, like the big red eye of a hot needle skipping on a groove is tracing around the earth. While lingering in midair, its heat seems to suspend time itself, stretching like a warped vinyl. Oh dear, that's not good. It's meant to rain this season, but there ain't been a drop in sight. Even a little drizzle would help. Maybe help to fizzle this sizzle a little bizzle, and set the record straight on this global turn tizzle. So don't chase the dizzle, turn it up a little. I got a living room full of fine dime brizzles, waiting on the pizzle, the dizzle, and the shizzle. G's to the bizac, now ladies, here we gizzo. That was terrible. But you're telling me it's so hot where Dave is because it's literally raining lava. Okay. Oh, it keeps going. When the pimps in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like... English romantic poet, John Keats, yeah. Mm-hmm. Exit room, go to living room. Oh, God, the puppets. Sorry, little dude, coming through. Gotta put you down for a bit. You figure you left him hanging long enough. Ba-doom-tsh. Hastily enter the room with wild abandon. You barge in and see a familiar face. A friendly face. You stand in the living room. Your bro spends most of his days in here. At night, he crashes on the futon over there. You don't see him anywhere, though. There's the puppet chest he stores little Cal in when he takes him out on gigs. But when he's home, he usually leaves Cal on display somewhere, and with good reason, because Cal is totally sweet. So sweet. Man. Pity the fool. Your brother's Mr. T puppet, which of course is kept in the apartment with a sense of profound humorous irony. But as usual with your bro's exploits, this is no ordinary irony or anything close to a pedestrian tier 1 ironic gesture, which is a meager simple step removed from sincerity. This is like 10 levels of irony removed from the original joke. It might have been funny like 8 years ago to joke about Mr. T and how he was sort of lame, but that was the very thing that made him awesome and badass, and that his awesomeness was also sort of a joke. But in this case, the joke is the joke, and that degree of irony itself is also the joke, and so on. Only highly adept satirical ninjas like you and your bro can appreciate stuff like this. It's cool taking stuff that other people think is funny, but you know really isn't, and making it funny again by adding subtle strata of irony which are utterly undetectable to the untrained eye. Also, for good measure, Mr. T is wearing a leather thong and handcuffed to a pantsless Chuck Norris puppet. God, you hope you can be as good as your bro at this someday. You'd never tell him that, though. Okay. I think that's where we'll end for today. Ah, jeez. There's like a naked Kermit in the background and an Xbox 360 controller. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Some pretty crazy stuff going on. As usual. I mean, what did I expect? It's nice that we got to go back to John for a bit, though. I was kind of missing his antics. Spending a lot of time with Dave. Oh. Honestly, what it is I just got used to John's level of insanity. So when we switched to Dave's, it was like starting all over again. It was like, oh no. It's like being back at the beginning when I didn't know anything about anything. So, yeah, here we are. Rose is also a bit weird, but she is at least a little bit more comprehensible, you know? She hates her mom pushing girly things onto her, whereas with Dave, it's like, 10 levels of irony to everything. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you could leave a like, you could subscribe if you're not. I'm going to keep doing this for the rest of my life, I guess. It seems like it'll be that long. And yeah, we will see what happens next time. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh, I need a question. Shoot, I need a question. Oh, if you had to prototype your Colonel Sprite, what 2 objects would you use? Okay, that's a good one. Okay, bye.